is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka the Kentucky Cannon, aka the World Class Badass, aka Chocolate Thunder with the Caramel Swirl, aka Black Lightning with the Peanut Butter Filling, aka the Man of the Century, aka the Shaman of Sexy, aka Big Daddy Long, and y'all know the rest. So, hello. Hello there. So, I didn't record a video last week because I was feeling a little under the weather and I had a sore throat. I was sounding very nasty, very gross, very nasty. So I didn't record a video last week, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And today, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but alarms is going off outside, which is actually kind of appropriate for the topic I'm gonna talk about today. So the sirens are actually pretty appropriate. So today we are going to be talking about the trailer for 28 Years Later. Now, 28 Years Later is a sequel to 28 Weeks Later, which that was a sequel to 28 Days Later. Now, this whole franchise, they're zombie movies, even though technically they aren't really zombies because they're alive, but they're just infected with like a rage virus, so they're technically not zombies, but we're just gonna call them zombies anyway. So yeah, the trailer for 28 Years Later just dropped, so let's talk about it. So I love the way the trailer starts off. The trailer starts off with a bunch of kids sitting in a living room watching Teletubbies, right? And a panicked woman with another kid just comes barging in, right? Puts the kid down with the other kids, and one of them is just like, "Hey, what's going on there?" And the mom's like, stay there, don't move, watch Teletubbies, stay there," and dips. So, and then after that, obviously chaos ensues, zombies barge in, and the whole time I'm watching this opening few seconds, and I'm just like, are kids gonna die? Like, are they gonna go that far and actually kill off the kiddos? So but I guess we'll see when the movie comes out. So after that, we cut to this island, and this island filled with people, right? And it looks like this movie is gonna take place on an island, or like, and I'm just like, that's a scary thought. That is a very scary thought. Being surrounded on an island, surrounded by all of these zombies everywhere. That is a terrifying thought. So, yeah, we cut to this island, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, this guy, kick ass, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and this kid, they go off. It looks like there's this whole society, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, kick ass, and this kid, they go off into the outside, into the wilderness, to, I assume, go look for supplies. Which, by the way, I don't know why they would also send a kid out there too. I guess, is there no other adults that could have went with Aaron Taylor Johnson? I don't know why they would send a kid out there with all of those zombies. So, don't really know what that's all about, why they would send a kid to do that. But hey, I'm not the one in a society filled with zombies. I'm not the one there, so I don't make the decisions. So but yes, so they go out. I assume they're looking for supplies, and they run into trouble, as you can assume. And though I think the look for the actual zombies are very interesting, because like, from the few shots that we do see of the zombies, they look very skinny, very bony, very skinny. You can see the bones, you can see the ribs, and like, which is actually accurate, because if y'all remember, it's established that, like I said earlier, these aren't like zombies. They're like actual living people, just infected. And since they're living, they need food, they need water, and if they don't go a long period of time without that, they start to die off. So, uh, the zombies in here look very malnourished. Did I say that right? Malnourished. They look very malnourished, very like bony. So I like the look of that. And one thing that I do think they should have done. I feel like they should have went with 28 months later and then do 28 years later. But that's just me. So, and I'm also really curious to see how they're going to explain it because like I said earlier, like these are living people that need food and water to live. And so how are they going to explain this virus still happening 28 years later? But maybe they'll explain it. I hope they do. But or maybe, maybe the virus just never left. Maybe it's just still active, still going. I assume that's what's happening. The virus is just still here and it's still going. But yeah, the look of the zombies, I find interesting. I like it. Uh, Aaron Taylor Johnson and the kid, instead of using guns, they have arrows. They all have bow and arrows to, I assume, be more quieter, to not attract anything. This trailer doesn't give us a lot. They don't show us a lot. From what we do see, it looks very intense. Aaron Taylor Johnson and the kid, they're in a room with like a dangling zombie hanging upside down. And one shot we see like this like cornfield, it looks like, filled with like skulls, and a real bloody disheveled guy, is walking towards it. So I assume as Aaron Taylor Johnson and the kid go out for supplies, they're gonna run into like this cult, I assume, because in the apocalypse, in every zombie apocalypse media has a cult, Yeah, it comes with the territory. Every zombie apocalypse has a cult. Like, there's gonna be some crazy motherfuckers out there that's gonna take advantage of all the chaos and be like, let me let me start up a cult and be this evil leader and do what I want. So yeah, I assume that's what's going to happen. And like as they're heading up for supplies, they're gonna go up against this cult, and it's gonna be like, oh, human or man are the real monsters, with zombies peppered into. So I assume that's what this movie is going to be about, but I don't know. They didn't give us a lot. But I do like what they did show. Like, I am very intrigued. I love zombie movies. Like, if for anybody that knows me, I love zombie movies. I'm a sucker for zombie movies. My favorite is Zombieland. That's my favorite zombie movie. Also, Train to Busan. That's also a really great zombie movie. So I'm a sucker for zombie movies. If it has zombies in it, I'm most likely going to like it. So I am very excited for this. I am intrigued on like how the story is gonna play out, because like I get it. In most zombie movies have kind of samey. They all kind of generally have the same plot, but I still can't help but be excited for it because I love zombie movies. So I'm looking forward to see how they're going to tell this story, how they're going to explain some things, how they're going to explain like how the virus lasted for this long, and how it's still here and how come it hasn't died off yet. Because again, remember, this is going to be on the test, so I hope you're writing this down. This will be on the test. These are technically aren't zombies. These are living people just infected with a rage virus. So as living people, they need food and water. So again, this is going to be on the test, so I hope y'all are remembering this and writing this down. So I wonder how they're going to explain like how they're still here, how the virus is still here and it hasn't died off yet. So yeah, I really like this trailer. I like it a lot, and I'm very excited. It's coming out on the 6th, so June. Yeah, it's coming out on June 2025. So, and I believe the actual like pinpoint release date, if I can remember correctly, is June the 25th, 2025. So I believe that is like the full release date. So yes, it's coming out next year in June 2025, and I'm very excited for it. I love zombie movies, so I will go see it. I am going to go see it. Uh, the other two 28 days film, 28 films. They're both really great too. So I'm looking forward to see if they're gonna keep that same quality of the two other movies. So, but yeah, that's about it. It's just a trailer, so it's not really much I can talk about. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna go see it, and yeah, that's about it. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you really like me, then consider subscribing and ring that bell so you always know whenever I upload, because it is free. Don't be a dum dum. Subscribe today. Deuces.